Do you have a story to share with the world? Of course you do. We all have stories to share. An Anchor podcast allows you to share your interests in a way that connects to others all across the globe. If you have been considering starting your own podcast and don't know where to begin, Anchor makes it easy to record, edit, and publish with the click of a button. You can even add music. Whether it's crime dramas, self improvement, paranormal adventures, or tips about parenting, you too can share your unique imprint on the world. Download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. You've got this. I believe in you. Welcome to the Existential Empath Podcast. My name is Tanya, and I am an intuitive empath. My intention is to share valuable tools and techniques that I have learned so you can tap into your own inner healer naturally and intuitively. Welcome back. I hope you are all doing well. I want to put a little shout out to Finland. I just received some statistics and I hear that those of you in Finland are listening. So thank you so much for tuning in, and for all of you all over the world. I send you so much energy, so many blessings. And today I am feeling strongly guided to talk about how we are clearing these programs of lack, these programs that have been so ingrained in our subconscious mind, in our energetic field, through our past lives, through our generational patterns, and how we are clearing these. We are letting them go. We are moving out of these old paradigms, these old templates of not having enough, not being worthy. And we are now resetting those programs and anchoring ourselves in to prosperity, abundance, wealth, happiness, and joy. And so, our fear of not having enough or not being enough is coming up to show us where we are holding lack within our consciousness, within our subconscious minds. And as it begins to clear, we are going to begin to recognize our worthiness and how much we deserve and how deserving we are of receiving the natural gift of abundance and prosperity in our lives. And so, oftentimes we will feel that we are being triggered in these areas, and we will recognize this. I know that I do. I can recognize when I'm having a lack program coming to the surface. And when we can actually sit and be consciously aware of when that program presents itself, we can actually reprogram it in the moment. And I have been listening to a ton of affirmations. I love Steve Noble. If any of you listen to his work, he has some beautiful affirmations. And I have been listening to them daily. I've been going out and walking here in the Pacific Northwest. We are having beautiful autumn weather. It's been in the 70-degree Fahrenheit range, and it has been gorgeous. So every single morning, I have actually created a manifesting playlist that I listen to. It's about an hour long, and I am out moving, walking, and listening to this playlist. I have a Grabavoy number playlist as well as Steve's, and then I listen to just solfeggio frequencies that bring in prosperity and abundance. And what I am doing is I am reprogramming my subconscious mind to tune into the frequency of abundance, of prosperity, of unexpected money, gifts, love, whatever it may be. And I am telling you guys, I am recognizing this in my life. I am seeing very strong synchronicities. I am getting credits on things. I'm getting gift cards. I'm getting checks in the mail. And not all of them are huge, but they're little. And it's showing me that I am reprogramming my frequency and my vibration. And so, when you begin to do this, you also may begin to trigger others, and you may recognize this. So I called my parents to chat with them, and I was telling them about all these things that were happening, and they were getting triggered. And so I recognized that I was actually clearing some outdated lack programming throughout my generational line. I was clearing it through my dad and through my mom. And so I can recognize now I don't get worked up when others get triggered around me or I get triggered, I actually just sit with it, create awareness around it, and put my full consciousness towards it. And I move that baby out of there. I move that energy out of there because ain't nobody got time for lack programming. We've been doing this for centuries and centuries. Oh my gosh, millennia, past lives, timelines. We're done, right? I know I'm done. Are you done? I bet you're done too. So I thought today I would do some good light language around clearing this lack programming and bringing more abundance into our lives. And so, when we begin to step into our path of prosperity and abundance, we do begin to trigger others and they may start to push judgment onto us. And really, what it's doing is it's sifting it or bringing those programs to the surface to be healed. So, this is where we've got to push through it or move through it or transmute it, alchemize it, however you want to present it. Because what is happening is it's actually presenting it to us to clear and to transmute, to move that through. And that lack mentality has been programmed in us from a deep generational pattern. And when we receive that judgment, especially from our closest loved ones, I think that's when we receive it the most. It's because the program is still running strong in their energetic field and in their DNA. And then once we begin to shift it, it actually starts to rattle them a little bit, which triggers them to, either move through that programming themselves or to continue on that timeline with that lack programming. So this is a very common wound that we are carrying here, that many of us on the planet have also signed up to alchemize and to transmute. And so, you know, if you are feeling these deep seated uh, emotions of, I am not deserving, or I am not worthy of prosperity or abundance or wealth or health or whatever it may be. This doesn't have to revolve around money. And I think that's also an outdated program that when we hear the word prosperity or abundance, it immediately goes to financial money. And it doesn't always have to be that way. It can be friendships, connections, love, happiness, joy, travel, whatever you want to make it, whatever you want to create. That's what we are creating here as we move into these higher frequencies and these higher timelines. And as we begin to navigate and anchor ourselves in to these higher timelines. And so, if our belief is, I am not good enough, or I'm not good enough as I am in this now moment, then you are attracting a lack frequency. And so, as we begin to move into these newer, higher realms, the higher vibrations, higher frequencies, we are naturally, organically deserving, divine, abundant, prosperous, healthy, happy, loving, compassionate beings. And, it's been really hard on us because we have been programmed such a young age to think that we're the opposite of all of that. And so when we begin to shift these programs, at first we don't even believe it ourselves. And I've fallen into that pattern of, geez, am I worthy of this? Am I deserving of this? Heck yeah, I am. And so are you, each and every one of you. So if you've got to give yourself a little pep talk, then do that. And so, I really do encourage you to listen to um, subconscious reprogramming around lack. And like I said, Steve Noble is excellent. And, if you have to listen to this podcast over and over again to receive the affirmations, to receive the light codes, then I would suggest that you do that. And so, it can be extremely powerful. And Dr. Virtual 7, he actually has some really great ones as well that I would encourage you to listen to too. He is on YouTube and he has a ton of them out there. So I would really suggest listening to him too. He's got some good biohack ones. It's Dr. Virtual 7 Empower Dynamics is the name of his YouTube channel. And he has some really great ones. And I just found him recently and I have created a um, playlist on my YouTube, and I listen to that regularly. So I listen to his. He has a good 520-7418, which is what I just did recently. And he will replay certain affirmations that dive deep into your subconscious mind. He also has a great one for God mode seed money, which I think is awesome. And like I said, Steve Noble as well. He has some really great ones that you can listen to too that really basically it's just shifting your vibrations, shifting your frequency to a point where you can uh, tune in to these higher vibrational frequencies. And so I am going to share a light language with you all that will, you know, eliminate or move you through, or maybe even trigger you through those lack programs. So you may notice yourself, you could get agitated during this because you are shifting and moving, or you could get excited, you could get emotional, you could have visions coming up or visuals of yourself in a lack mindset. You could even have the opposite. You could have motivation, inspiration, creativity flow to you. So it's really based off of just setting the intention to move the energy through wherever it needs to be cleared and allowing that to happen. So I would suggest if you have a lack energy move through you the first time you listen to this, listen to it again, maybe once or twice, and see if you have a different energy move through. Because oftentimes, if you have a very deep seated or deep rooted lack programming built within, then it's going to come to the surface to be healed. It's like, I always say, it's like sifting for gold. When you first dig your pan in there into the river or lake and you start to sift, it's really murky and muddy. But as you begin to shake it out, uh, you begin to find those golden nuggets. Or even if you're searching for crystals, it's very similar when you pan for crystals. So it's very muddy and murky in the beginning, but if you can really work on sifting that energy out, you will find that golden nugget. You will find that beautiful crystal. And as your cup begins to overflow, you will have more to give, right? Because this is a cyclical process. It's the more you give, the more you receive, and the more you receive, the more you give. And this is very true because, it's not about the money. Money is just an energy. Money is actually a middleman. So if you are trying to manifest something in your life and you're focusing heavily on the money, I would suggest you focus on specifically what it is that you are wanting to manifest in your life instead of going towards the money. Because if it's a vehicle, if it's a home, whatever it may be, focus on that and allow the universe to arrange whatever it is in order for you to move into that. Because if it's a car, you could win a car, right? You don't need the money to purchase the car. You could actually sign up for a sweepstakes or something and not even recognize it, or maybe you could even be gifted that vehicle that you want. So I think we get really caught up in attracting the money or the finances when really that's just the middleman. Money is the energy around that. And so we do have these templates of abundance, prosperity, and possibility built within our DNA. It's just a matter of tuning into them. And you may notice that there's tension between the lack and the prosperity templates. And it may take you a little bit of time to move through those to be able to anchor yourself in to those higher vibrational frequencies. And all of this is a lesson. All of this is a teacher, for us to recognize and to move through these lessons that we are being taught or that we are being presented with from our subconscious mind into our conscious mind. And so when you tune into that energy, you will know. I know when I listen to these frequencies and I walk and I get to a point of living and being in that frequency, my whole body starts to get goosebumps. I start to shiver and I'm like, oh, I know that my DNA, my cells literally just realigned. I can sense that. I can feel that. So, tune into your body when you listen to this and really get a sense of how you feel. Does it feel heavy? Does it feel unaccomplishable, if that's a word? Does it feel impossible? Does it feel out of reach? And if it does, that's a lack program. Does it feel inspiring? Does it feel like it's right at your fingertips? Can you taste it? Can you sense it? Is it there? Then that's moving more into the abundance and prosperity programming. So I wanted to just share that because many of you are going to feel different things, based off of this energy and this frequency and how it moves through our bodies. So I want you all to take a deep breath in. Okay, so we're going to do a deep breath in for a count of 3. Hold for 3. And a deep breath out for a count of 4. All right. So get situated in your comfortable space, whether that's on the sofa or on your bed or in your favorite chair, wherever it may be. I want you to get comfortable. All right. Let's take one more deep breath in for a count of 3. Hold. Deep breath out for a count of 4. All right. I want you to set your intention for whatever it is that you would like to have happen in this light language healing session. Okay. So whether that's clearing lack programs or tapping into your abundance and prosperity programs, or even just tapping into your gifts. I have many skills, talents, and qualities within me that attract prosperity and abundance. Dokoniana sharatakati eretekiti shkiene no korotokotoi shkianai hakakai aratakai. I am creative. I am potential. I am potential. I am talented. Kokoyana hajatakai hakakai aratakatai dejiakatai. I am divine prosperity. Kashkiatai honorotokotoi shkiaratakatai hajananai hakakai aratakatara takatorotokoshkiki aratakatai. I am aligned with my heart. I follow my heart. I release all judgments around money now, and I release any lack programming that I may be holding on within my cellular structure, as well as my generational past lives and timelines. Geshkiatai hakakai hokorotoko shkiki ereteketi atatai nejiatakatai horotokoto shkietete shinini hakai. Abundance and prosperity is a blessing that I choose, and I open myself up to receiving and giving large amounts of abundance and prosperity, however that may look in my now moment. Dejikikiatai hakakanai jokotorotokosh kikiatai kikianahai hohoyata jetakatai nejiatakatai hokorotoko. I choose happiness. I choose success. I choose joy. I choose alignment. I choose my dreams and my goals, and I align with them now. I am rich with opportunity and experiences that align me with my full potential. Gejiatai, Nahaikikiatai, Horotokotoko Koyakahayara Rakai Shiakahayana, Hekiatai Jakatai Aratakati Tiakai. I am in the flow of prosperity and abundance now. I release all lack programming and I command it now to leave my DNA, to leave my timelines, to leave my past timelines. And I anchor myself into the highest vibrational frequency of abundance and prosperity. And I deserve this. I am worthy. I am divine. I am in alignment now with my highest divinity of golden, healing, light. Goshkiana haijetakehi. Nojutokoroto shkiata hai. Hagayata ishikatai arotoko shkiete. Nejiakatai. Horokotoi shkiatai. Nejiaratakatiki aratakatoroto shkiata haiki arataka. I am feeling a very strong Egyptian energy coming through now. I see a beautiful golden energy surrounding each and every one of you, including myself, anchoring us in to the golden healing light of divine source, creator, God. Goshkorotoi kakai aratakatai jatakatai. I am overflowing with golden healing energy. Now I anchor myself in to my highest divine frequency. Geshkiata hakai nahakara takotoro tokoshki aratakataha haki aratakarashkianai hakoro tokoshkoro tokoti. Abundance is energy and energy is love, and I align with love now. Unconditional, beautiful, overflowing love within my energetic field now. Ke aratakatai hi ki ajatakatoro tokotoi anai hajatakati ki orotokotoro shkiata hati takaki aratakatoro tokoto ni ajatakatai. I allow this beautiful golden energy to flow into every single cell within my mind, my body, and my spirit now. I open my heart to this energy now. I am in alignment with love, health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity now. And so it is. Whoa! So oftentimes when I bring forth light language, it's like I get into this altered state. And I felt that very powerfully during that light language transmission. And I hope that each and every one of you did too. So I look forward to hearing how each and every one of you received that light language transmission. And I send you all so much beautiful golden energy that was really coming forward in this powerful transmission. I literally saw Egypt is what I saw, and I saw gold, and I saw abundance and prosperity. I saw harvest. I saw all of these beautiful things that align us with our divine self, our divine organic nature. And I hope each and every one of you felt the power of that light language coming through. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you've made it this far in the podcast, thank you so much for listening. And I send you all so much uplifting, healing energy. And I look forward to sharing more of these light language transmissions soon. Take care. You deserve to navigate your life as an empath in alignment with health, happiness, and abundance. To learn more about the services that I provide, including Beyond Quantum Healing Hypnosis, EFT Tapping, and the Emotion Code, visit my website at www.thesoulcafe.org.